barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I saw the feel free to join the Patreon. I saw the Breakfast Club interview with Anthony Joshua, and let me say this: I have no qualms with Anthony Joshua as a person. I actually just learned that he had a child. I never knew he had a child. You know what I mean? I've never seen him, but not that that's important. But he's a great interview. He's well trained in terms of media. There's two things I have a problem with: take control of your career and fight Deontay Wilder, or fight the best. You know, I sense a lot of hesitance in his voice. He doesn't speak confidently. Even Charlemagne picked up on it. Like, are you giving yourself an out just in case you lose? You know, I think he's the most fearful man in the world, and Deontay Wilder is the baddest. I mean, he's the most fearful man on the planet, and Deontay Wilder is the baddest man on the planet. You know, he's giving himself too many buffers. You know, the heavyweight champion of the world speaks in absolutes. The fastest man in the world speaks in absolutes. You can't beat me. I'm the fastest man in the world. You're wasting your time even attempting to. You know, like, it's a heavyweight division. Everyone has a chance. Well, so do you. Shit. And before they get to their chance, you gonna knock them out. That should be the conversation. You know, and I just got to make the fights, Anthony Joshua. Bottom line, Eddie Hearn, you gonna watch this video. You got to make the fights. At the end of the day, because he's gonna be a fraud. American public ain't got no chill. I mean, I know you have a great safety net over there in the UK, and I completely understand how y'all groomed them. But if this fight isn't made, just like Riddick Bowe, he's never not had an interview where since he's retired, about him explaining why the Lennox Lewis fight never happened. You know, it's, you know, he threw the belt in the trash, and he has to relive that every day of his life. You know, and with that being said, Anthony Joshua, see, I don't mind him doing this PR tour, because I'm never, from a financial standpoint, I'm never concerned about, he's building his name cachet, and when they do fight, it will make more money for both fighters, you know. And with that being said, where he's appealing to an ignorant audience, and what I mean by ignorant audience is people are seeing him physically for the first time on American soil, and they're gravitating towards his story. You know, like the first 5 minutes of an interview tells you what they told him to ask. You know, and then they finally get away. They're building that story that he was a bad man over in the UK, and he had some problems, troubled kid, which is fine. It's believable. That's fine and dandy. So the ignorant fans, and ignorant meaning not knowing, not your, you know, not how we use it in the streets. They're gonna feed it and build into it, and quite possibly they may believe Deontay Wilder doesn't want the fight. You know, I'm privy to a lot of information. They stalled that fight out, and which will lead me to believe that they didn't want it. You know, it was it was to the point where Deontay Wilder said it, and he used the word pride. He had to give up all pride, you know, and now it's to the point where it's nowhere to go. It's nowhere to go for Anthony Joshua, and they done run out of clips. You know, they done run out of clips. They done run out of magazines, and now it's time to show proof of concept, show proof of development, and that's all we want, is to see those quote unquote two top heavyweights two of the best heavyweights get in the ring and fight each other. That's all it's about, you know. And will it happen? I don't know. I believe the only person holding this fight up is Anthony Joshua, because we've learned in the past 6 months, we've learned that fighters make fights. Mikey Garcia chased Errol Spence down when no one at the welterweight division chased him down for the fight. You know, so we know without a shadow of a doubt, fighters make fights. It's not the promoters. He said that he has a shared blame. No, you take charge. Eddie Hearn said in multiple interviews that he works for Anthony Joshua. So Anthony Joshua, you got to sit in your living room, make the phone call, and say, make the fight. That's the only person I want to fight next. It's not about it's a business. Make the fight. You know, and for those of you who don't understand that concept, your wife, your girlfriend is walking out the door. Go get your girl. You know that anxiety feeling that you feel? Go get your girl. You know, or that hint of anxiety when you late for work. go to work, right? You know, you ain't never brushed your teeth, wash your ass, and got dressed so fast in your life, right? We've all been there, right? And that's the type of pressure is going to be on Anthony Joshua after the Jarrell Miller fight, if he beats Jarrell Big Baby Miller, you know. But I also liked how Charlemagne said that he's afraid he can't beat the top three, Wilder, Ortiz, and Fury, and so basically putting him as the fourth best heavyweight. And that's how I see it too. I don't believe he can beat either of those three fighters. He's gonna have to prove. He got to prove it. You know, there's no more. He can't sell boxing fans stats and facts. You can't, because Ortiz has fought Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury has fought Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder has fought them in a year's time. So we're talking about now. We're not talking about what you did 3 years ago. It was a great fight. You won. You came from the depths of hell and won that fight. Congratulations. Now we got to fight. You got to fight the best. You know, you had Povetkin, who's never won a big fight. You know, who's cheated, some say, his entire career. And you've had, no disrespect to them, but you've had two ready-made champions that you defeated, Joseph Parker and Charles Martin. But you can't, I can't blame you for that, because they have belts. So I can't blame you and say, why did you fight them? They got belts. You're the heavyweight champion of the world. Now, with that being said, I just put you in the corner. Deontay Wilder has the last piece. Go get the belt. The same way you gave 33%. You need to up the ante and pay Deontay Wilder. Because the same stats and facts that got you the Charles Martin fight, the same stats and facts that got you the Joseph Parker fight, should be the same stats and facts that gets you the Deontay Wilder fight. And that's all we want, is the fight. That's it. That's it. As you do your interviews in America, we'll learn more about you and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, we just want these fights. That's it. That's it. I'm not judging your character. I don't know your character, you know? Do I think you're fearful? I think there's a hint of fearfulness. I genuinely believe it, because the heavyweight champion doesn't talk in like maybe this, maybe that. You don't talk like that as the heavyweight champion of the world. Damn, it's a cop. At a red light. And a white cop, so let's wait. So with that being said, I can talk from here. So with that being said, I think it's just imperative that you speak in absolutes. I'm gonna knock him out in the 8th round, you said, 7th, 8th round. And then I'm gonna go knock out Deontay Wilder, period. I'm putting all these stories to bed. I'm putting all these American. You said I'm about to go on an American knockout tour. That should be your fucking mantra. I'm giving you gems right now. You going on an American knockout tour. The invasion of the UK Asian. I don't know. Y'all think of him. You're the rapper, but you going on a knockout tour. You're going to knock out him in June and knock Deontay Wilder out in November. It could be the same day. It could be the same month. December of next year. That's it. The contract should be signed, sealed, and delivered. That fight should be signed, sealed, and delivered by the time you fight Big Baby Miller. I'm just being real. I'm being as candidly as honest as possible. If that fight is signed, guess what? It's like, remember last year NBA season? Was it 2 years ago NBA season? Where all we cared about was Cleveland versus Golden State. We didn't care about. I mean, it was cool to talk about the other basketball teams and the basketball players, but we was all anticipating. We were all anticipating Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James, can he do it, versus the dream team of the Golden State Warriors. You know, in the 80s, Lakers versus Celtics. You know, we were all. I remember we were all disappointed when the Rockets beat the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Remember that? Remember that year? It was like, oh man, what the fuck? Oh man, this don't make no damn sense. You know, where every time the San Antonio Spurs went to the NBA Finals, oh shit, what the fuck? You know, this is like one of the worst NBA Finals ever when the Spurs and the Cavaliers was in the NBA Finals. It was like the worst, you know? So we don't want y'all to lose if it's signed, sealed, and delivered. We want Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. You know, there is a piece of me that wants Joshua to win, and there's a piece of me that wants Big Baby Miller to win, you know? That's all we want, man. Build your profile. That's fine and dandy. Now you're coming over to America and answering Deontay Wilder questions. So based off of your definition of building profile, you're building your profile in America off the back of Deontay Wilder. So you see how the tables flip, and everyone has a hint of talking over their talking points. You know, I'm drawing the blank on that word, you know. And but at the end of the day, just make the fight, man. It's exhausting how ESPN is using Tyson Fury and using Deontay Wilder. Contradicting was the word. Anthony Joshua contradicts himself. And it's just imperative that we get these fights. It's imperative that we continuously speak these talking points to the fans, because and we talk to them every day, because it's important, because they're going to use a bigger microphone than the one we have, but we have the most consistent microphone. We talk to these people, well, I do, between 5 and 10 times a day I talk to y'all. So I think it's just important that we continue to spread the truth. You know, everyone has contracts, everyone has this, everyone has that. Yes, now make the fights, okay? We've helped you get the money. We've paid for the pay-per-views. We've bought tickets. We've bought merchandise. We've supported you on YouTube. We've watched all the weigh-ins. We've watched all the fights. Now it's time for us to get our reward as fans. And there's no more, honestly, in the heavyweight division, there's no more tune-ups to be had. None. No one in the heavyweight division can literally say they need a tune-up. No one. And I'm talking about Deontay Wilder. I'm talking about Anthony Joshua, and I'm talking about Tyson Fury. Okay? For real, no one needs a tune-up. And if anyone needs a tune-up, it would be Deontay Wilder, because he fought Ortiz and Fury. But at this stage, based off of how Deontay Wilder moved, and based off of everyone's last couple of fights, no one deserves a tune-up. Everyone fights A-level fighters, and let's see who's the best. Over the next 2 years, y'all gonna be the richest men in sports, not just in boxing. If y'all fight each other, y'all will be the biggest, highest paid athletes in the world. Well, I mean, maybe not them soccer contracts, but outside of them soccer contracts, you will get paid more than Machado over the next 2 years. You will make over $300 million y'all fighting each other, if y'all got the right partners and the right lawyers and, you know, people advocating and negotiating for you, you will get that. So anyways, man, I'm off at the gym. Haven't posted no gym. I've been in silence, but I'm fucking getting chiseled. Oh man, I'm working my ass off. I'll start back posting today about the workouts, but I just been hiding out, working, you know what I mean, and getting in shape. So, but anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And Anthony Josh for Eddie Hearn, make the fight. That's it. That's it. That's all we want. We don't want maybe. Sometimes it's his fault. It's her fault. It's my daddy's fault. My cat was sick. My dog ate my homework. We're tired of that shit. Just make the fights. Barbershop conversations, man. I holla. Peace.